Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. And as mentioned in my last couple of videos, this one is now number 50, so I'm going to be opening up my 80s time capsule that I stored up when I was a kid. So all completely sealed. I have my trusty Stanley knife, which I'll be using to carefully cut into the box. So yeah, this is video number 50. I currently sit at 29 subs with 4,405 views. So I'm hoping to maybe make it to 50 subs by the end of the year. I'm never going to be huge with this thing, but I just do it for my own enjoyment anyway. And 10,000 views. I'll make that my goal. Anyway, we have this box that has a bit of a rattle to it. I don't know what's in here. So we'll slowly and carefully open it up. I guess this is the side that's facing you guys is where it's going to open from once I cut into it, and we'll see what collectible goodies happens to be in here. Some old red electrical tape. I'll chuck that over there. Not quite opening yet. I don't even know what I can feel there. So we'll just get this all cut. Alright, we have one side lifted. It makes me a little bit nervous and a little bit excited to see what's in here, because it's been a long time since it's actually seen the light of day. Alright, now this looks like a crazy collection of bits and pieces. Right on the top of the pile we have a 1982-83 cricket game program. I used to follow cricket pretty religiously back in those days. What's this? Some kind of little game. God knows what all this stuff is. That might be like a... It's a bit hard to see that. Like a transfer for a t-shirt or something. Some magic tricks. A whistle. Alright, what's that? That's like a football card for some T. Schumacher, German soccer player, and a sticker which is Alan Lamb from England. Right, this is one that my friend Ella, who's a Kiss fanatic, and you can follow her on Instagram, Kiss Fangirl, is a Kiss badge there. That's pretty cool. Some ropes thing, but I don't know where it is. A motor racing card, a cricket card, and a George the Animal Steel WWF card. What's this? This is some old motorbike card. We have, has this got money in it? It's got play money. I got excited there for a second. That's a Tassie Devil purse. I don't know how I ended up with that. Shame this money's not real, but it is what it is. There we have a bunch of metal, like what are they? The little caps that go over the valves, I guess, valve caps for cars or bikes. Okay, not sure what that's got. BA A-Team on there. I don't know if that was something that I made and drew on myself, or if it was bought from somewhere. Don't know why, but there's a Blues football thing. A rubber snake and a magnifying glass. some little puzzle thing. Masters of the Universe milk chocolate thing, I guess, because it's got the Jitsu tattoo that came on with it. I must have had most of the teams. Hawks, Tigers, this is all pretty random stuff. I was going to say some building blocks, but I think these had candy in them. They've got a little lid there on top, but they also join together kind of like Lego bricks. Got these things. We've got Peter's logos on them, so you probably could hook up icy pole sticks with them. Just weird random stuff. There's a bit of the contact that went on the cover, a very perished rubber band. Some little man or something, I don't know what that is. A whistle that doesn't work. A cat's emblem, which is good, my favourite team. There's a plastic tree, another plastic tree. Some kind of, that might be a Green Lantern ring, I don't know. Green Lantern was probably my favourite superhero back then. A little rubbish, Oscar the Grouch type rubbish bin with a ball with the number 7 on it. Something that's maybe a key tag, a metal ring, and some little plastic head. This is totally random stuff. This has got something in there. Is that like a Christmas decoration? I probably should be closer so I can actually show this stuff off. A little blue rubbish tin. There's more random stuff. I don't know, it might be a magnet. Maybe not, it's not sticking to that. There's a little green car in there, a plastic pig, and I don't know what this red thing is, maybe a little cup or something. Pardon me. There's a Zodak Masters of the Universe thing from the, what's the names? We've got Triclops. Alrighty, this is take 2 because my iPad spazzed out and ran out of space. So I'll continue on. There's just been, if I didn't cover it before, there was some Masters of the Universe little chocolate wrapper things. It's just a dice in there. It's just weird stuff. Some Masters of the Universe Skeletor thing, which is cool. A 7NT radio station coaster with some old classic car on it. Bombers card, an empty wrapper. It's just like a little star sign badge. A swan with something. A fish, I think this was a whistle too. Maybe not. It's like a little ruby ring, who knows why I've got that. A top or something. A couple more of these containers that look like bricks. An Advocate Abel Tasman badge, which was a boat used to travel to Melbourne. There's a couple of those. This is another Whiplash. It's like a little hologrammy thing. Some kind of ring and game combined with a little ball that jumps around in the middle of it. Little that saxophone. Some sound. Cap gun, which is all seized up, but I think just used to be able to do that. Things, toys that we had as tool. A spoon that looks pretty funky, that can go in the bin. Another whistle. A bracelet. Another one of these icy pole stick things. Another seashell. What do we got in there? I think these are like from those 20-cent machines that you just get random stuff. Can't even really tell what that is. There's another one there which is a ring. Something else, a little turtle. Oh. It's another whistle. Not a very good one. Another whistle. JR Stinks badge. I'm not sure why I had that, but that was Dallas related. There's more of these spoons. Some Australian under-20s basketball championships. I don't know why I've got that, because it's dated 1975 and I was born in 1974, so it definitely wasn't me, and I suck at basketball. There's another little metal whistle, more spoons, more just rubbish. The top for that other little thing, a foam rabbit. Like I said, there's some random shit here. Pardon my French. Alright, what do we got in this? A bunch of Pac-Man stickers. So I'm not sure what the go is. It looks like I've stuck it on paper and numbered them. So there's a whole different range of Pac-Man for President. Oh, I've numbered them all. I don't know what the go with that is, but they were in a little paper bag there, which I'll put back in later. What is this? High score 4 wickets, spelled incorrectly, has bowled Australia. Oh, I've done a drawing, Mike Whitney. Must be like some cricket player stats. Jeff Thompson, high score of 49, 172 wickets. Or I must have done this as some kind of project. I used to draw quite a lot. I don't know what's going with that. This is random. 272232. It may have been someone's phone number. 251907. Probably someone else's phone number. What do we got here? Some kind of crazy sports car I must have drawn as a, who knows, 5 or 6 year old maybe. Looks like a Mr. Potato Head, but it's got my name on the back of it. I probably was a bit of a potato head. A World Series Cup. Some kind of spaceship that I drew with a uniform. Jeff Lawson. Another spaceship that I drew with its instrument panel. I remember drawing lots of spaceships when I was a kid. I didn't realise I sucked so bad. A rocket ship. Yeah, these are all stats. Don Bradman, high score of 334. Kepler vessels, I can't see. High score of 162. Who's that? I can't see. Peter Sweep. Graham Wood and Rod Marsh. Crazy stuff. more spoons that have had like Whiz Fizz or something in them. They just need to get chucked out. Another cap for whatever it was. Big M hula hoop card. Alright, we've got a couple of Capsule tins here. No idea what's in these, but let's have a look. If I can open it without a pretty cool little Richie Didge old finger skateboard. Some little man soldier thing. Another little car, plastic car. It must have been a necklace, if I can get it out. It was a it says world's biggest loudmouth, and it's just got a mouth there. A pencil sharpener. A ring that says Phantom Diana. This is all really quite bizarre stuff. And now, in this one, got a couple of little copper men, which this must be like some kind of army thing or something. I think they're both Mongolians. And then we've got this guy. It looks like he's a Scot because he's got some bagpipes. Another one, there's another little plastic car. Just some board game pieces and a mug. Things that I don't really even know what they're for. That's pretty weird, but now I can see that there's a big collection of cards in here as well, starting with some wildlife type cards. There's kangaroo, I don't know what that is, a golden backed rabbit rat, some birds, like a possum-y kind of thing, more birds. So it's like a little collection. I don't know how, there must have been a couple of hundred, because that one says number 280 of a series, so there must have been a whole bunch of them. Then we have a BMX card from Weet-Bix. Now what have we got here? Scanlan's Wacky Pack. Okay, we aim for accuracy with a thing. Who's excited? Okay, there's quite a few of those. Well, not really quite a few, there's a small bunch of them. More of those. A rhino and Ayers Rock. A BMX guy, a train. This is just random stuff out of Weet-Bix packets. Just a whole bunch of cards there. I'll go through the various piles. We have, these are just random cards. One of them, it looks like, I know, a couple. There's a Jack and King, Hearts and Diamonds respectively. A few more different ones. I must have unstacked them from a pack. Alright, we have 3 Mork and Mindy cards, possibly from 2 different series, I'm not sure. I know they both say from of 72, so 57, 10 and 69 of 72 with that. What's the next lot that are coming up? A couple of cricket cards, Len Pascoe, Ian Smith and Lance Cairns, the big slogger. what is the go with these? These are like, I'll put them back there. These are like Pac-Man game cards where I guess you could scratch things, and there must have been some rules where you're aiming for points and stuff, but I've got a whole bunch of them and I don't know why I kept them, but anyway, these were my things back in the day. I'll pull this whole pile out here because there's a few different things. So we've got some football cards, so AFL or VFL at the time actually, so this is really old stuff. There's probably only 20 cards there. Some Richmond players: Collingwood, North Melbourne, Essendon, Carlton, St Kilda. It'd be interesting to go through and see who I actually remember of these players. Moving on, we have some more football cards. That's just from the same lot. We've got Teddy Whitten there, so he was a bit of a legend of the game. There must have been a checklist on the back, so I've scribbled out what I don't have now. We've got just a whole bunch more. These are still when they were it was still the VFL before it became the AFL. So that's a whole big stack of VFL cards there. Some of these are probably worth a little bit of money to the right person anyway. Moving on, we have, I must have just collected whatever cards that were sort of available in those bubblegum packs. We've got a bunch here. I'll make sure I don't pull them all out. We have a bunch of Dallas cards. So there's, yeah, I think it was Patrick Ewing, if I'm not mistaken. A few doubles here and there. Yeah, that's just a bunch of Dallas cards. Again, random stuff. Now we have a whole bunch of football cards. There must have been, there were checklists on the back of the I guess team logo things that I've scribbled all over. Tigers, Swans, and this was still when it was the VFL, so before it became the AFL. I couldn't tell you what year that happened, but yeah, just a whole bunch of different players. Moving along, we have some Star Trek cards, and this is what Captain's Log, it sort of there's Spock, that sort of says what episode it's from, and it's out of a set of 72, so it's, again, there's probably only a dozen there, so it's not that important. Got some more VFL cards here. This is spanning across a couple of different series, I think, but they may have been all my Geelong cards. So I'm a Geelong supporter, and this is going to be a really long video, I feel. Next up we have my Kiss cards. So do that. We have Eric Carr, I'll give this a little bit more time because I think this is a bit more worthy. Peter Criss there, another Peter Criss, another Peter Criss. There's Paul with his Iceman guitar, Gene with his bass. It's the same card of Paul Stanley. Paul Stanley again, Paul Stanley again. These are from a few different series. There's Gene Spitting Blood, Peter Criss, or Gene Spitting Blood. I'm not sure if I think it's the same one. Gene, Gene, Gene. We might be getting into the good ones now. There's Ace, all the guys. Another one of Gene, Ace. Is that Gene? Yep, Gene, Gene, Ace, and Gene. I'm sure there were some others that may not have been seen. I stopped because there's a Raiders of the Lost Ark card. Might be my only one. I found more Kiss cards. The one I was thinking of, and hopefully it will be easy to find. This is one of the ones I remember the most from that. It's just Ace Frehley. I thought he was like a god back in the day. Just was always drawn to Ace and guitar playing. Moving right along, we have more football cards. VFL, this is a big stack of them. I have to go through the whole pile, but there's probably, I don't know, 50 to 100 cards there. Moving along from that, we have Buck Rogers. Now that's a big stack of Buck Rogers cards. There was 88 in the set. For some reason, I think I had all but one of them. So maybe that was the first set, which is 88. Or maybe I had one full set and all but one in the second. I'd have to look through to see, because that's card number 88 and that's card number 88 at the back. I don't know, but I love this TV show as a kid. And I rewatched it a few years back and it actually held up really, really well. So I thought, I've got it on DVD somewhere, so I might have to, pardon me, dig that out and give it another watch. But anyway, that is my time capsule completely cleared out. There's a bit of stuff in here that just needs throwing out. Some of these cards, like these footy cards, I probably need to look into, see if they're worth anything, maybe flog them off. Might make 50 bucks out of them, I don't know. Some of the cards, like the Buck Rogers ones, I reckon I'll keep. Kiss, yeah, I reckon I'll probably keep those as well. There's one Raiders of the Lost Ark. Pardon me. One Raiders of the Lost Ark card. Some of these little toys and stuff, I don't really see much point to keeping. Yeah, it's going to be a long one. I'll have to probably, might try and edit it down a bit and make it a bit more of a user-friendly video, because there's just no one wants to spend half an hour just watching all of this stuff. So I might condense it, do another bit of a shoot and that. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and till next time, take it easy. I'm